But like I said, guys, I will be back again. Don't know exactly what day this week, but I'll be back again this week for whatever the weekly challenge table is. I'll post that somewhere on social media for sure. What was? Oh, Laughlin? Yeah. All right, guys.
Similar sounds.
Well, I mean, this is based on Defender, which actually does have the arcade game has the sounds. So, all right. So there's a ball lock. Let's try to. Okay, got that down. Okay. There's lock there. This is all about multi. Alright, ball one locked. Smart bomb, so there's a button here. I don't know what that did. Yeah. Got that. What the hell just got hit? Oh, there's a ship that pops up to hit. I wasn't paying. See, these pop up and you have to take out the
Oh, you already beat her score. Yeah. Oh, come on. Get the last one. No.
Is deal or no deal still a thing?
Should be. I don't think it is. It was a good show. Howie Mandel, good game show host.
Yeah. I mean, I know he's on like America's Got Talent.
590.
Is he still on that?
I don't know.
But I mean, hosts can do multiple shows. Like it doesn't take a lot of their time. Hey, if Regis, rest in peace, if he could have done Live with Regis and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
God bless that man. I miss his crazy ass.
Yeah, this is... Not a good score. That's nothing to be excited about, folks. That is what you should do in that scenario. Let that bounce there. Keeping it alive, but not really doing much with it. That's what they say about my parenting. I'm keeping it alive, but I'm not doing much with it. I should have trusted it again. I trusted it 10 times in a row. Not the 11. Trying to really get that point. Got the target hit. Get in there. So I really want to know what that button does, because the whole screen goes black. And it looks like the targets are... It did it again, so how do I know how many I have? There's maybe those numbers right there. So one of them's your ball, which is that. But what's that 2? Let's see. No, because I thought I was going to hit the middle. Let's see, what does the... So I think what happened is when we had visual pinball freeze, sometimes it messed with the VPIN studio. That's why the pause isn't working.
Okay.
So I gotta figure out a way to make a hotkey to relaunch that. This might even have like a little tutorial video. That's like, you know, those videos are like a minute and a half long.
Really nice, yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Like asking. So what if you ask your boss on your first day, hey, just want to know, is there like a dress code? And they say no, just what do you say? He said something like, as long as it's clean.
That's what your boss said?
Yeah.
As long as it's clean.
So I should go in like this. I mean, I'm not going to. Obviously, I'm gonna dress.
You gotta, the first week you gotta be a tester outer. You gotta go a little bit elevated.
Anytime I do work, like when I go and film, like I wear like, you know, I have black khakis. I wear black khakis, and I wear like a long sleeve shirt. It's not like a button up shirt fancy, but it doesn't have graphics on it or anything like that. It's kind of inconspicuous. It's clean and inconspicuous. But I just feel like that's a weird answer. That doesn't answer my question.
Then that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of
because maybe people do go in like this because they're just sitting around.
So you are right where you're going with your first week, and then you got to look around. Yeah. And then you'll understand.
The problem is I've gotten fat lately. No, for me in my clothing I have, because I lost a ton of weight after my breakup and I got back to where I wanted to be almost, and then I quit smoking. You gain weight, like there's stuff, you know. Yeah. And so I bought a bunch of clothes during that time because I'm like, fucking, I'm going to be this weight again. I'm fine. Yeah. So I can't fit in those. So it's like my options are limited because I can only wear so much.
When I was in the office, I made myself like I bought 3 of the same pants, 3 of the same or similar tops, and that's like all I wore, so I didn't have to think about it.
Yeah.
And then once I was there for like a month, I'm like, oh, I can wear my top, but I can wear my jeans. You can get an eyeful of people around you. But really, if somebody tells you just don't show up BO, smelling.
What the
Stains
fuck
on your
is
shirt,
going on?
so.
I lost all. I had a 3-ball, multi-ball, and lost every single one of them. Like, you sent me all these emails of like, you can sign up, you can do this, you can do this. But I can't do any of it because I don't have my Comcast sign-in, which you get on the first day.
Yeah.
Why were you giving me all these fucking information when the information is behind basically a paywall?
Yeah. And like your first couple of days, you'll
Basically they have it. It's not even mandatory. They have an orientation for the company-wide stuff. Obviously, anything that's specific to my department, they'll tell me, right? But basically, they have this thing. They just do this online, and you can do it if you want to. If you don't, they don't care. And that's probably where they're like, we told them you can't sexually harass. It's not our fault that they didn't, or whatever. You know, that type of thing.
off on it.
Yeah. That's how I like to get a feel, literally a feel for my new job. Some sexual harassment.
You go around, instead of handshaking, you're just like, groping people. What did I get last? 100,000. Okay. Straight train.
One of my biggest issues about my last job was I would go in to collaborate to work, but because I was going in instead of working at home when it was just me, and if I needed something, I'd use Slack, whatever. Like, hey, I need this, from the graphic designer, I need this logo or whatever. But when you're there, it's so easy for it to turn into a chit-chat scenario.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I have to now go home to work because I went to work and I hung out the whole time.
Exactly.
Like, we would sit and we would just bullshit, which is awesome if that was all they expected of me.
But when you have to be productive, it's not great. And I've made the same. There's a lot of companies calling back the remote workers to in office, and it's because there's managers that actually don't know how to manage the productivity. They just know how to micromanage. And actually, there's going to be less productivity when everybody goes back into an office.
Yeah.
Because they're all of that side chit-chat. I
just want to get...
I got to make my coffee.
I want to get involved in the fucking office drama my first day. Fucking start being like, yo, did you hear what Samantha said?
There's always a Nancy. You got to find Nancy. She knows all the dirt.
I just think it's so funny how like those things like turn into high school. But I'm the type of person that gets involved in it, not just because out of a joke, but to be the instigator to make it more than it is. So the people that take it serious will take it even further.
Right.
And then it's more interesting to watch.
Yeah.
Psst, come over here. I got something to tell you.
Hey.
Shh.
I don't want to tell you.
Like, and then people always feel comfortable telling me their secrets.
Yeah.
And then I immediately are telling their secrets to the next person. Like, if it's a work secret, like, if they're like, yo, this new thing's coming out, like, it can affect my job. But if it's, like, office gossip, I'm fucking...
I never retell secrets. Everybody just comes to me and I'm like, oh, okay, I see who's for real and who's an asshole. Like, I keep it for myself. Just listen.
I start it, and then it becomes a whole thing, and then I'm not a part of it after I start. I just start it and then walk away, and then I'm never a part of it again, and then it's like, I'm like, this is still a thing?
That's diabolical.
I did that in high school. That's how I fucking pretty much got kicked out. I would have been a good leader. That's what good leaders do.
I could agree with that.
I mean, not a good. I would be a good leader in the sense that I could get a lot of people to follow me. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm a good, but I just always thought it was funny because just one little thing would be just to see how far. It's like basically playing work telephone, like when you're a kid. It just becomes this huge ass thing, and I'm like, I don't care about any of this. But I care about, like, stoking the fire. Like, I want that shit to fucking change people's lives. Like, I want it to be a big deal to them. But not to me. But I always gossip while I'm working. That's the difference. Like, I don't stop what I'm doing to gossip. I do it while I'm working so I'm getting paid to, you know, change people's lives, really, for the worse. And then also finish my work. Like, I can multitask.
Change maker.
I can gossip and work.
I think a lot of people. That's why I love working at home. I can do so much work. I am actually a person that I value the relationships I have with coworkers. I do, but like in any positive way. I actually don't want to hear a lot of gossip. I'm like, don't tell me. If it's not useful to me, I don't want to know. Just let's just do some work and everybody go their separate ways. You know?
How can we make this into a joke? Like, if it's funny, then tell me. I would, when I would go into the office, we would have our morning meeting that was just there, just to say that we had a meeting. Like, don't do it. Yeah, no, it was like an hour long.
Yeah.
For no fucking reason. And so, after that, the bosses would go to their offices.
Have a scotch.
The flames of some shit.
Like, can you believe Dave said that shit?
I'm not even making it up. I usually have a lot of open-ended shit.
Yeah, you're not making it up, you're perpetuating.
Yeah.
It's different.
You're just like, what's going on with him?
Just make people question everything.
And then no matter how outrageous something like did that person really do this to me? Oh,
For sure.
Yes, absolutely. And whatever you're thinking is 10 times worse.
Oh my god.
You might want to do something about it. The only way that you can resolve this is confrontation. You need to
That was a good bounce.
confront them, confine them, control them.
Damn. Guantanamo over there?
I'm getting ready for the corporate world by adding a
67.
bunch of sayings and phrases. Because I feel like that's what you need. Because if you get in front of people and you start giving those type of things, if I said that on stage with conviction, I could write a book about that.
Yeah.
Those three things.
I agree.
Because the reality is nothing matters. Everything's bullshit. And that's why I think it's funny. The work and productivity, yes, that's fine because that's your paycheck or whatever. But literally in the end, in the all of everything, that matters just as much as the gossip. None of those things are going to matter on our deathbed. Nobody's going to give a fuck if
agree.
Beth fucked your friend. Nobody's going to care if you didn't get that promotion. None of those things in the grand scheme of the world matter.
No.
So that's why I like to make the small things matter as much as the big things. That's what I think is my personality. I like to make the small things as big.
Okay.
Even the playing field.